Just a moment, guys. Just a moment, and we'll be live. All right, everyone, let's get that pop filter out of the way. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Crash here. This is RTA Motorsports, and today we're going to be jumping into some more iRacing. I think that's what we're going to be doing today. We may run into other titles if you guys want, and as long as time is allowing of that. But right now, let's see, we actually have a track to purchase. So with the iRacing, the Audi TCR series, it's the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge. We've never raced at Road Atlanta, so this is going to be a new experience for us completely. Let me actually purchase this track real quick. I've seen a video of some like optimal laps that were ran there. So, I kind of seen this car on the track, but I've never driven it. So that's going to be pretty tough. Lewis, how you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for joining in. Get this paid for. What wheel do I use? So right now we're using the Sim Experience AccuForce V2. Let's see. Let's get in here. Downloading right now. Oof. I've dumped so much money into iRacing. The investment into iRacing is crazy that I have taken on. Hopefully it all works out in the end, right? All right, boom. So we have it. So let's jump into our practice session. And I do have to adjust a few things on OBS. So that way you can see what we're doing once we jump on track. Let's see. It doesn't look like many people are actually on. But we'll jump into... If you want to jump in with us, we are... Oh, there's some required updates. Run the required updates. Did I like the Thrustmaster 458 Italia, the TX? Yes, that was actually one of my favorite wheelbases. Unfortunately, it died on us, which I'm sure you probably can see that it did die on us. But yeah, we used to drift with that wheel. I did most of the channel growth with that wheel, and that wheel was plenty. And then we paired it with... I didn't like the stock wheel it came with, the plastic 458 wheel. I still have it. I can't even get rid of it. Didn't like that at all. But we ended up picking the 488 Challenge wheel. I think that's what it's called. Their add-on Alcantara wheel. And that was my go-to wheel for almost every style of racing. I love that wheel. Paired with the Thrustmaster TX. So that's my combination I recommend if you're looking at that wheelbase. But then from there we went with the Fanatec, which was a better wheelbase, more features. But for the price, the TX, I absolutely did love that wheelbase. We found the server with some people. We're going to be in server number 11 for the iRacing IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge with the Audi RS3 LMS car at Road Atlanta. If you guys want to join in a practice server, we'll give it a try. See how this works out for us. We do have a new mic setup, so let me know if there's like any vibration noise or anything like that coming through the mic. We have a boom mic stand with pop filters and everything like that. So I'm sure it's probably going to sound a little bit different too. But let me know if there's any like weird vibrations coming through so we could try to account for that next time. But overall, I think we should be okay. I just may change the mounting location of this. I have it right in front of my my PC case on my desk. So I'm hoping none of the fan noise is coming through or anything like that. That would be extremely annoying. Oh, man. Love coffee. Did I like the Playseat Challenge? I love the Playseat Challenge. Actually, one of my good friends still has his that races here locally where I am at. And I believe my father-in-law still has the Playseat Challenge, and he uses it almost daily to drive in. He plays, what is that? American Trucker. There we go. Okay. I turned on variable or FreeSync on my panel because we haven't tried it since they first released the ability to do so with the NVIDIA graphics cards, and I was getting flickering. So we're many updates down the road right now. I wanted to try it again. I just turned it on, and for some reason it changes like what monitor is the primary monitor. It just acts weird for a second. So let's get this loaded up. American Truck Simulator. Yes. He's in that daily. Got some huge business in it. He's pretty far along. I mean, he sometimes updates me about how many billions of dollars the simulated business is in American Truck Simulator that he has. It's crazy. Played it a little bit. It's a pretty cool title. You just gotta really get into the whole aspect of it, and I couldn't really submerge myself into it when there's like iRacing for my liking. But for him, he loves trucks and that business, so it was perfect for him. All right, let's get sound going. We used our HP Reverb Blast, which we should be doing the review tomorrow. So the review should be up tomorrow. What wheel does he use? I think he uses it's a Thrustmaster, but I think it's a Ferrari force feedback wheel. I think that's what it's called. Why is that volume so low? There we go. A little bit better. Alright guys, so I have pretty much the audio maxed out for the car. I'm not sure why it's so low, but if you are having any audio issues with it, let me know and we'll try to correct those issues. Let's switch this over so you can see what we're seeing. Sorta. We do have to fix that real quick. There we go. That should work there. I am not sure why chat's not working. Let's try to reset this. Awesome. I think you'll really like the wheelbase. The only problem is it wasn't until we started drifting a lot that's when I started having issues, and I think it's because I was being extremely rough with the wheel when I would catch the drifts. There we go. Okay. So when I would catch the drifts, unfortunately, we would catch and then I would kind of go against the motor real hard and, you know, kind of stress out the motor. And I think that eventually is what killed it. Although it looked like the power supply when I opened it up is what, what the power supply actually connects to on the inside. It looks like that's what blew. The motherboard was burnt right there. So I don't know. Might have been me. Might have just been coincidence. I know that's happened to a few people, but overall, most people have gotten a few years out of it before that happened. And we, at the time, were sim racing daily for multiple hours at a time. So definitely not typical usage, I would say, of that wheelbase. We were taking it pretty darn seriously. And from there, I was about to order another one, but then we had the opportunity to go to Fanatec and give that a try, which I figured was good information for the channel to kind of try out different things. But I did like that wheelbase. I definitely did. I do recommend it to people if you could get it on a decent sale, especially. It was an awesome wheelbase. Oh, actually, we gotta put our setup on. And yeah, everything feels a little bit too zoomed out. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. All right, let's give that a shot. Let's see what that looks like. For some reason, that box is like right in the middle of the screen. See if we can move that to the side a little bit. Nope, doesn't want to. This is kind of an issue that I have with iRacing and extremely wide monitors. I don't know why it insists on doing this, but it holds like the boxes in such a small space in the middle. So the monitor that we're using is a 3840 by 1080. Let's see if maybe we can adjust some of the graphical settings that would allow us to kind of get away from that. Honestly, don't think we're going to be able to move past that. I apologize, guys. That black box there is just going to have to stay there, unfortunately. Move it up a little bit so at least it's somewhat useful to us. I don't remember it actually being so in the way though. Here, let's get out of this session. We'll go back into it in just a second. I'm gonna reset my graphical settings through iRacing. I think something's getting jumbled up. And that's another annoyance I have with iRacing. You can't, while in the sim, adjust the graphical settings and then take effect. You have to go out and go back in. But we're just going to completely reset everything. Run graphics config. Let's see. So we need display 2. There we go. All right, let's see what that looks like. Hopefully that is much better than it was. The TMX force feedback broke after 2 weeks. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. The one that I tested, honestly, I didn't have any issues with it, and I used the heck out of it, so I'm sorry to hear that, bud. How did you like the TMX, though, when it worked? Don't worry, we're not sponsored by anybody, so feel free to completely speak your mind. You're in a neutral party here. Again, still kind of caught in the middle there. All right, there's a few things we have to adjust here, though. Graphically, we need to adjust, now that we redid the graphics config, I don't like virtual mirror. Personally, I think that's pretty much all we're gonna do there. All right, let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. So again, this is our first time driving at this track. We're gonna try our best to figure it out. Oh, and I'm already off track completely.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and get up time gains.
Really wide runoff there. Oh, really wide, really tight right-hander. Kind of missed that one. I know this other guy, Gene, is going to be catching up with us quite quickly, which might be a good thing for us. Might actually help us kind of learn the track a little bit better, having someone around us. And if you're new to this channel, we're using a 3 Degrees of Freedom motion rig from Prosimu, the T1000. Felt like in an ideal situation, I should be able to stay. Oh, we got a right turn there. Went right through the cones. Oh, this is going to be a tricky circuit. It's going to take a little bit of learning, without a doubt. Oh, we missed that turn again.
They say you cut the cord. Got to slow down and give that
Good
time
thing
back.
this layout is actually pretty short. Looks like Gene's about 7 seconds back. We'll definitely let him pass so we can learn from him what we should be doing. It looks like he's moving around the course very well. Oh, missed that turn again. Good thing we're in a practice server. Imagine during a race. All right, let's let Gene by and we'll kind of learn from him. We almost stayed on the track during that turn. Oh, this is going to be a fun circuit once we actually know it. So I don't personally like to use the optimal line to learn a circuit because I don't use it during a race, so I feel like I almost become way too dependent on it. That's just me. I know some of my friends, they like to use that. It works well for them. But for me, I instead of looking out on the track at the brake markers and relying on that and seeing where the line is pointing me around the track, I end up just staring at the line, and I find that messes me up more than anything. Woo! We made that turn. That's kind of a blind hill right there. You're just going right downhill. My next stream, it's all kind of random. It's kind of hard to say, but we should have a video coming out tomorrow. Ah, we missed that turn again. We should have a video review coming out at some point tomorrow. It's kind of hard for me to say exactly when, because we're still working on the video itself. For the HP Reverb, the review of that. Have a good one, buddy. Thank you for joining in. Probably could have stayed in 5th there. I love how big the a lot of the runoffs are, a lot of the curbs. We have to explore on how much we can get away with without getting an off track, but only after we know the track decently well and we're really trying to nail a perfect lap time will we start to go to that length. We might do a race today at this circuit, depending on how comfortable we feel. How far along in practice we actually get. And that right-hander going downhill and you can't see the track is so unnerving. Favorite sim these days, it's gonna be iRacing really right now, and then probably Assetto Corsa, then Assetto Corsa Competizione, then probably Race Room after that. No, I would say Dirt Rally 2 and 1's sort of thrown in the mix there. WRC8, I do love how that title feels and drives. It's a very fun title. The only thing is I have a lot of accessories, and none of which really work with that title, which is highly annoying. So, that's my thought on that. But I do love how WRC8 drives and visually how well it looks. But I would say I've been putting the most time in iRacing, mainly because of the amount of just I invested into iRacing and how much we've been ignoring iRacing. So lately we've been in this a lot. And I do love this new Audi RS3. It's a challenge to really nail certain turns around a track, and been having a lot of fun with it. Mr. MacDan3, how's it going, buddy? We are currently learning, we're learning Road Atlanta. Never had the opportunity to drive here. Just purchased a track at the beginning of the stream. And yeah, so we're just going through trying to learn this circuit and see how it treats us. So far, this layout is full of two main surprises that we are still not really nailing down. Keep going off track on, but I feel like we're getting there. This is one of them. But I'm having fun so far. It's a pretty fun circuit to learn. There's a right-hander coming up next. It's just like there's no brake markers or anything. Right here. Completely blind to that turn and kept going off track, so Sure, we're way off pace, but we'll get it. One of your favorites, huh? It's definitely not an easy circuit. There's a lot of elevation changes. I haven't obviously tried this track too much, well, ever, really, that I can remember. I mean, maybe I have in some other racing titles and just I'm not putting two and two together, but this orientation is pretty interesting, pretty short, but I think just fun enough with this car. It's pretty nice. That turn is so weird. I wish we were going straight, to be honest with you. Right turn, downhill, blind to the track. Ah, I forgot that darn turn again. I keep thinking I could handle that turn faster than I can.
Slow down and give that time back.
So again, I get my setups from Pure Driving School. I'm not sponsored by them. They probably don't even know who I am. But they do offer, and I think VRS also offers the same thing. They have like an optimum lap video that shows their drivers with their setup and what they do to get around the track. I might have to go back and watch the video of mine again to kind of see.
Showing up the black flag. They set the course back there.
Alright, let's go back to the pits. Probably should have honestly practiced going in and out of the pits here. Once I get the feel for it, I'll love it. Yeah, I'm sure. Just gonna take pretty much just getting used to this circuit and practice. That darn turn. Ah! We will get it. Tires are way too cold. We're gonna hit. Yep. Boom. Try that again. A little upset there's no one else on the track right now. We're not in a private practice server. There's I don't know what is with me that I cannot remember to slow down more. I think we're gonna have to like aim for third gear until I get used to it. Ooh, spinning the tires. Really cold tires. Jeez. So far, the frame rates are actually crazy solid. We're hitting over 200 frames per second. A little upset I can't move the black boxes out further to the sides. go. Stefan, how's it going, buddy? Spinning the tires again, jeez. Don't forget the real IMSA weekend at Road Atlanta starts Thursday through to Saturday. Nice. Might have to watch that. Too much. I'm just kind of testing the limits there to see what I could get away with with keeping it on the inside. Norman, what's going on, buddy? How's your rig coming along? Have you posted any update videos? He's having problems with his stream settings today. Why? What was going on? Hopefully our stream looks good. I'm watching the monitored view and it looks smooth so far. Hitting a solid 200 frames per second on the title still. So hopefully everything is good there. Lost front end there. Do I use OBS? Yeah, I use actually Streamlabs OBS. Road Atlanta, yeah, we're learning it. We're learning it. So definitely, if you look back in the stream, we were going off the track left and right. So since we started the stream, we just purchased the track today, and we're in the process of still kind of getting a handle, especially on this setup, this version of it. This car is already not the easiest car to wrap your mind around, at least for me. And then we have a new track like this one. Really exploits the weaknesses of this car, being cold tires and handling, so I think we're kind of getting a little bit of a feel for it. I know we're probably still really off pace. Woo, that was rough. Almost went off. Great suspension sounds. Are you referring to my motion rig? So this car at this track's actually, even though we're not there yet learning it, learning this combo is actually a lot of fun. I'm actually really enjoying this track right now. And especially being that this car is a little bit of a challenge. It's actually very entertaining just to drive this car around this track. I'm enjoying it. I don't know what the optimum laps are with this car at this track, but I would imagine it would be in like the mid 120s. I don't know. I'm going to have to look and see what people put down lap time wise here. That was a 132, so that was actually slower. I thought that would have been a faster lap. Let's see. So high 128s. Okay. We're not we're not doing the best yet. Let's try our qualifying setup. Maybe that'll get us a little bit more time. But so far, this setup from Pure Driving School feels fine. Normally, I have to adjust the brake pressure for it to be a little bit more comfortable for me. Only because some of the setups, they implied that you practiced a lot, and they kind of feel a little bit like, not hectic, but actually kick out this FOV a little bit. We just reset our graphics settings, so everything was a little bit off. I think it was 97. All right, let's give this a try here. You can't tell. Awesome. It might not be the motion rig, though. I was looking at the microphone to see what it was picking up during some of the high, I don't know, motion-y areas, and the mic didn't look like it was picking up anything. We do have it on a, I said it earlier, but just in case we are having difficulties or noise coming through, I just want it to be known. We're using a new mic stand. We were using like a normal floor mic stand before. I bought a desk-mounted boom stand, and we have a pop filter and filters all over our Blue Yeti microphone. So if there's any issues, if you're hearing a lot of noise or anything like that, let me know. And like vibrations, because it's mounted right in front of our NZXT computer case. But I don't think any sound from the fans would be coming through, and I don't think there is, but just in case. Norman says your rig is mostly feature complete at the moment. The next level Motion V3 motion system, as you know, you're collecting components to migrate over to the open source DIY SFX 100 motion system. So are those the actuators that are kind of like D-Box, but they're from China? I think those are the ones that I'm not sure if those are the ones you brought up before or not.
Got about 5 laps of fuel left.
So this is a qualifying setup. We're going to give it a try, kind of treat this like we're qualifying open lap. Just to heat up the tires. Not trying to... Ah! And then of course we go in the dirt. Not trying to burn any world records with the first lap, obviously. The tires are so cold we couldn't even keep it on the track there. It's something we have to get used to. This car and track combination. That wasn't the best. For those Audis, PCRs are racing in the Fox 120 at Road Atlanta on Saturday. You can compare your lap times. I'm sure my lap times are going to be off until we start learning it. Hopefully by Saturday would be competitive. And again, tomorrow, hopefully, if everything works out as it should, nothing happens or comes up, we should have the HP Reverb review up. We've been working on it, so hopefully that should be ready to go tomorrow. It's probably going to be later in the day, West Coast time, so definitely keep an eye out for that. I just contacted Pimax to see if there's any way that they have a review unit or something I could borrow for the AKX. Kind of doubt it, but you know, I figured it was worth a shot reaching out to them. See if we even get a response.
We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end.
I would love to compare the differences between the AKX and their 5K Plus and the Reverb. I'm hearing a lot of good things about that headset. The only problem that I see is it's they did a live stream 75 hertz on their 5KX. I mean their AKX, 75 hertz, and then if you use their upscaler, which is just a feature in software, you could get 90 hertz that way. But natively 75. They're looking at boosting it to 80. Eventually, but that was a 131.86, and I know we're going to be out of fuel real soon, so I don't think we're even going to get another lap. So we'll practice qualifying again. Go for Chucks. What's going on? How's today treating me? Actually pretty good. Not good with sleep. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep at all. I don't know why. The 4 750 watt actuators from Siemens. Ooh, that's a big company. Cool. Yeah, I don't want to let too much out of the bag. But I do like the reverb as far as its package and its deal. Just, you know, system requirements is a little bit high for what we do. For normal VR, not so much, but for what we do, that's a problem with what we do, and our hobby is just so demanding, unfortunately. So if you guys, looks like we're not going to have a race for a while. You guys want me to jump into anything else, let me know. Another title, another car, another track combination. I'm thinking about jumping back in the Audi. We tried it in the HP Reverb and I kept crashing. I was kind of exhausted that day too. I wasn't in the right mindset. Down the Nordschleife, the Audi 90 Quattro, and I was thinking about just burning down the Nürburgring and trying to get a lap in. Just for fun. You know, we might just jump into that. Unless you guys want to see another title altogether, like ACC or R3, or wow, R3E, Race from Racing Experience or something. I don't know. Let's go back to the pits. I don't think I could practice the same track for another hour and 15 minutes until the race starts. Hey, what's going on? Go for Chucks. You and Sleep are not in good terms either. I'm sorry to hear that. So Nick Hagan, a few people, Mama Crash. Yep, that's Mama Crash watching. We gotta keep it clean. No cussing. Please have a look at ACC multiplayer if at all possible. Yeah, let's take a look. While we have iRacing up, I just want to run the Audi 90 Quattro real quick around the Nürburgring, because now I have that bug where I have to do it. Go WRSC, that's what you've been on. Did I buy Dubai for Race Room? No, I did not. I haven't been on Race Room for quite a long time. Excuse me, quite a long time. I did buy the complete car pack a long time ago in Track Pack, and that I know they've had so many updates since then. Yeah, I definitely don't have it. We may jump into some WRC also. We got to just see what we're looking like time-wise by that point. Let's see, let's go to... oh, I already have it set up. Boom. All right. So let's try this Audi 90 again, because Honestly, that video frustrates the heck out of me because I was so mentally not focused and kept crashing. But Poland killed your ego. So is that, are you talking about Dirt Rally 2.0? Because if, I think you almost have to be talking about Dirt Rally 2.0 because Poland's not in Dirt Rally. I ran... Spread that crash magic. You mean just crash in every single title? But yeah, I remember running Poland, and I think it was extremely rough for us too. But yeah, we may jump into some WRC8. This is just kind of hangout day. All depends on time. How much time we have. Oh, Nick Hagan, I'm sorry. You said Rfactor2 Nordschleife, or the Nürburgring. No one can tell me where to get it from, though. Do they have their own Nürburgring? A lot of people were saying it's a mod, but they couldn't tell me where the mod was coming from. So if you could post whether or not, because I've gotten that request quite a few times, whether it's the mod or where I could get the mod from, or... And I haven't been in Rfactor2 for so long, I'm kind of like unfamiliar with their UI on how to purchase things. I know I have to actually open it up and then purchase through the UI, I think. So we're not running any sort of setup. It's just the Audi 90 GTO. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to hear this car, this crazy, crazy car. Let's actually change this dash display over to my simulated MOTORSPORTS. Let's see what we can do.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Oh, I need to adjust the seat position. Hold on, guys. So right now, for some reason in this car, the seat position, everything is super low. I need to lower this driver a little bit. Driver height, yeah, it's a little. He was a little tall, a little on the tall side. All right, here we go. Stay in there, baby. Come on now. Ooh, big drift. Big drift. At least it felt big. I think just my stomach made it feel big. So I was tensing up big time. Try to put a lap time down. I think it's going to be next lap. Hopefully we don't crash out this lap. Turn, baby. Almost lost it. For some reason with this car, and I have all driver assist turned off, of course. Whenever I shift, I can't... Whoa! I can't really shift that fast. It's like I have to wait for the gear to catch for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's just this car. All the other cars, I feel like I could slam the gears really fast. It's obviously straight cut gears. You can hear that it's like a dog box, but... Come on. I have to like super slow down my shifts just so it registers. So if no one has ever like driven iRacing Nürburgring, especially with this car, it's definitely harder than Assetto Corsa, to me at least. Not knocking Assetto Corsa, I've never driven this car or this track in real life, so it's not like I could, it's not like I'm the person to say which one is more realistic, you know what I mean? And the steering rotation kind of feels a little weird. Come on. Third gear is like giving me the biggest issue. I hope it's not my H-pattern shifter actually going bad and I'm over here knocking this car. I don't think it is though. Woo! Stay in there. Sliding all over the place. There's so much torque with this car too. It's kind of crazy. It's like trying to be in a higher gear so that way you're not spinning the tires what you think. But if you could roll on that throttle too hard, you'll start power sliding. It's crazy. I'm sure with a setup, this car is a lot more tame at this track too. We're just running the default. Oh my gosh. My rig is throwing me around. This car is throwing me around. The steering wheel's trying to break my wrist. Stay calm. Stay calm. How about trying Suzuka? Go to the Rfactor2 store page on the right side in Steam. Whoa! I'm not even paying attention. Okay, so I went to their store page and I didn't see it. I'll go again. I'll look again. Slowing down in this car is always like a nail biter. The car dances so much, and then with a motion rig, it just kind of, it highlights that fact. And a lot of you guys that watch this channel now have motion rigs, so you know exactly what the heck I'm talking about. Try to keep this lap calm. Steady. Now that the tires are warm, probably beat beat the heck. And see what type of lap time we actually put down. A lot of pedal exchanges with the feet in this car. I can't imagine driving this car and not left foot braking. I always feel like I'm all over the place with this car. Almost downshifted the first. Kept the clutch in. Would have instantly blown that engine. A lot more tame as far as the handling now, and I think a lot of it is just practice. Not that the tires are any better. I just think it's just getting used to the car's throttle response. Oh! Got an off track. I think we'll still get a time though. I think. Being that we're still in a practice. Oh no! That was a stupid mistake. See if we could actually bring the car to the end. Oh no! Yep. I thought it could make that turn.
Wheel damage.
Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! Oh my gosh! Oh man! Oh, this is not happening again. Now that the tires are cold, the darn thing is being a complete handful. But the steering also does feel kind of weird. I feel like my hand's not lining up with the digital hand, so I gotta see what the see, right now his hand is completely turned over. I gotta see what the steering angle is set at. Kind of feel like either my wheel or the car is set to like 540 and I'm at 900, or vice versa. Traction loss on my rig is going crazy. Oh no! I think after this we'll give it a ACC multiplayer try, but I'll also take a look at the Rfactor2 store. Or maybe we might just do that directly and then go to ACC, in that we've been driving this car at this track. So there's some Porsche that people have been telling me that if I do it, Rfactor2 Nürburgring, to I have to drive some Porsche around it, so that would have been an 801. I don't know. We would have been well in the 7s if we didn't crash. So let's get out of here, and I don't know. I think we were a little bit better this time. Last time we couldn't keep the car on the track at all. But yeah, let's open up Rfactor2 and let's see if we could find that purchase option for that track. Is it a mod track though, or is it actually theirs? That's my question. All right, let's see. Rfactor2 store page. Welcome to the ring. Okay, I see it. No, that's the discussion. Got items available for this game. There we go. All right, so we got it. And the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. Gonna add that to cart. Continue shopping. Ooh, they got quite a few cars. 911 GT3R. McLaren Senna GT3R. Might have to try that too. All right, let's purchase this and then we'll give that a try. Excited. I don't know how I couldn't find it last time. That was pretty easy. Thank you for letting me know where to actually purchase it through. And then I gotta set up my dash displays for Rfactor. I don't think we actually ever set up a display for it. We'll just do a all right, boom. So it's installing them now. And let's see if there's anything we have to do for a sim dashboard. I don't think there is. Open it up just in case we have to install anything. Let's see. Games. I think that was it. All right. So let's see if everything will work. And then we'll try the Nürburgring. I know, again, that there was a few of you that really wanted me to try this before. I apologize that we didn't get it going. Let's switch this over. Hopefully it's going to show what we're looking at here. It should. There we go. Okay. I don't know if it actually... I don't see it in here, the track. Let's make sure that the purchase actually went through correctly. It's still showing my funds. Oh, still showing it in the cart. What the heck? Purchase for myself. Yes, please. Authorize. Now it's doing it. Okay. I was wondering what the heck that was about. It's almost done installing, actually. Jeez. Pretty quick. Oh, nope. I'm a liar. So, any of you that play Rfactor2 still, do you guys recommend the Senna, the Porsche? What car do you guys recommend? No problem, Norman. No problem at all. So we're downloading the content right now for Rfactor2, the Nürburgring, because I've gotten that request quite a bit over a long period of time. So we're just going to try that real quick. And now I'm curious, but a lot of people say to try the Porsche. So we purchased the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car, and we purchased, because I think that's what was being recommended the last time, and we purchased a McLaren Senna as well as the Nürburgring. So we'll give those a try. I want to try the car on the track by itself first, and then we'll go through and, I don't know, maybe do a race. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. Porsche 911 RSR. I think we already have that. The GTE 2017 version. Did they come out with a new one? Here, let's change the steering wheel. No, we'll leave the steering wheel. But normally for the RSR, no matter what sim I'm in, I normally use our McLaren GT3 wheel right here. But I think we'll leave it alone. I think we'll use our normal wheel for now for this test. The McLaren Senna is a serious beast. Have you tried it in Rfactor2 though? Kind of curious. It's almost there. We only got a little bit left. See. A lot of updates. 306 megabytes left. 182, 224, 261, 304. I think we're good. Boom. All right. So now it's, once you load the title, now it's verifying. Okay. Gonna do all of its updates. All right, I think while it's doing all these updates, I'm just going to run to the kitchen real quick, fill up my coffee again, and then we'll be right back in just a moment. Just a second, guys. All back. All right, guys, sorry about that. All right, I think it's all done installing. I ended up getting some Gatorade. Have a quick look at it within the showroom to see what I'm getting into. Oh, man. So maybe we'll take the RSR around first, and then we'll take a look at the Senna. Let's see. Nürburgring, okay. There's that. And then where's all the cars? Oh, I'm a dummy. Let's see. Such a pretty car. And we'll use the Porsche 911 RSR, and we'll try to kind of get a handle on everything here. Private practice. We'll leave that on. Well, off. All right, there we go. Give it a try. So who made the cartoon art for my intro? So that's actually, he's on our Instagram. I don't want to mess up his name. So his screen name, and it's kind of something he does. So you could contact him if you want something custom done for you. And the thing is, I didn't even give him like, I sent him a picture of me, but not even at that angle. Just like some picture that was kind of close. I wasn't even making that face. And I just told him, I think this is kind of what I want. And then he just custom made off a very vague sort of description of what I thought I wanted. And he adjusted it. I told him I just want complete artistic freedom for you. Do whatever you feel is necessary. And he did it. And I absolutely love it. His screen name is Velocity_Vandal. And the image is kind of like a black and white cartoony image. But Velocity_Vandal, all one word. Vandal spelled VANDAL. DAL. So make sure it's VELOCITY_VANDAL. He did an amazing job. And it was actually, I know he's pretty booked up and backed up, but I thought it was pretty quick. He was very cool about the whole thing. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys do too, because we're trying to do everything we can for the channel to make it as professional as possible. That way we continue to grow, Kind of spread the word, get the word out there about sim racing. It's taking a while to load. Jeez. Is it really loading 62 cars on the track? Is that what's going on right now? I hope it's not loading 62 cars on the track. I wonder if that's why it's taking forever to load. Come on now. I kind of feel like it's frozen. It has not moved in so long. Just went back to the main screen. Oh, it moved a little bit. Got a little bit of movement. I don't know though. I think there we go. Okay. A little bit more movement there. I think we accidentally are loading 62 freaking cars on this track. If not, this takes way too long. No, it's just showing 10 cars. Why does it take so long to load? That's crazy. I'm not sure if we got the... Yeah, we don't have any of the... Set this to Rfactor2. I actually don't have a profile set up for Rfactor2. Are you kidding me? Boom. Okay. But I think we have to set up the controls. Because this was not installed last time. Let's see. And I might have to go out and go back in because the wheel just feels like it's not wanting to turn. Oh, there we go. The wheel kind of freed up there. And I think we are good there. Alright, so that's feeling pretty good, but our field of view is off. We might have to actually leave track. Let's see. Let's go to options, video. Where do you set your FOV, vertical FOV default? Is there no FOV? Thought there would have been like an FOV. Yeah, let me see if there's let me set a quick FOV calculator. I think Project Immersion has one set up for if you guys haven't checked out, if you type in Project Immersion, he has an FOV calculator on his website, which I use for a lot of the sims that we use. And you could also use this aspect ratio monitor in the calculator, 32:9. So let's see, R factor, there we go. And pretty much set correctly there. Calculate. We're going to want a 26-degree vertical field of view. Okay. All right. So we actually were able to set the FOV while we're on the track. I just thought there would have been like a whole complete calculator. And we might need to set our motion rig to pick up this as well. Look at this. So you guys are getting a whole setup guide here. Game manager. There it is. Boom. Okay. We also have the patch running right now. And lower this down to about 75. I run most games on sim tools around from 60 to 75, sometimes up to 80, depending on the title. iRacing, for some reason, I run at like 95%. The motion telemetry that comes through there, I don't know if it's just the settings that I have or whatnot, seem to be always a little bit nowhere near as violent as other titles can be. There we go. That looks good. That feels pretty good. Got the purple lights on. Sim Dash is working. It's recognizing that we're in the pit. That's beautiful. Look under miscellaneous. You should be able to locate seat position. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. Oh, there we go. All right. That's kind of annoying. Very annoying. Oh man. All right, so let's give this a try. See, we got no motion from the motion rig. Let's see if we could get some of that motion back. I'm going to put it up to 100 just to see. No, there's no motion in the motion rig for some reason. I'll try one more thing. It might actually just want us to restart the title for it to hook. I would prefer not to do that though. Let's uninstall patch. And then title. It is. And it's actually recognizing that the game's running. I mean, worst case scenario, if we can't get motion going, I'm not going to sweat it. And we'll just try the title, but... yeah, it's still not working. It very well may just need to be restarted. I'm experiencing a big dead spot. There we go. Now it's actually turning. It was like not turning before. What's going on? It's almost like, see, when I slow down, the steering wheel moves. The faster I'm going, it's almost like speed sensitive. The steering wheel is like not moving for whatever reason. Oh, speed sensitivity. Maybe that's what that is. And then... Fanatec123, no VR today. We're going to be putting out a VR video tomorrow. See how that feels. So, that was weird. As the faster we were going, the less I was able to actually do anything with the steering wheel. I don't know what the heck that was about. That feels more normal steering wise. Woo! Sorry guys, I see the audio is going crazy. It's definitely a lot louder of a title than iRacing. Sorry about that. Sorry for your ears, guys. Didn't realize that was happening. Let's restart one more time. May even have to go down lower. Sorry about that. Alright, that's a little bit better. Why is it auto shifting? No, come on. Another setting we need to adjust. Oh, this is getting frustrating. All right, now we got everything off. Let's see. That should be it. Now we need to turn on auto start, I guess, right? Yeah, Rfactor2. Maybe auto clutch will help us out there. So one weird thing going from iRacing to this is everything kind of looks like I need to tilt it down a little bit, which I guess I might have to. I should assign button to the pitch because everything kind of looks like it's like as if I'm sitting in a seat tilted down. I don't know why I'm getting that effect. Here, I'm actually going to come off the track and we're going to adjust. We're going to set that other setting because this looks so weird. It's actually kind of messing with my eyes a little bit. I don't know if this will actually do anything for me. Kind of hoping that's the pitch rather than just FOV. Let's see. No. Yeah, it was a little weird, and that's why we're just getting into it now. If anyone can tell me how to actually set the pitch up and pitch down. Maybe it's... This is only for... Yeah, that's just for that. I really need to try to get around the track a little bit. I'm kind of more so... Feels weird. Let's see what that feels like. I would love to have motion working. Very predictable. The force feedback just feels extremely predictable. Everything feels very hooked up. Vibrations are very strong, and I think I need to tune that out. The sound is really good. Sound is really good. I love that. The howling whine of that engine. So we turned off all assists except for auto clutch because I was stalling and I didn't feel like trying to bind a button to ignition and starter. So we left that alone, meaning that this is a dual clutch car. Obviously, if it was H pattern, we would have shut that off, but force feedback feels good. I mean, it doesn't feel all that different than what I experienced in iRacing. This car just feels very hooked up. Very confidence inspiring. Could be a little bit dangerous by making me almost feel cocky. I had to pull the FOV back just a little bit for it to feel a little bit more normal for me. The setting that I had from the calculator, I think, was too zoomed in, and everything just looked very flat. There was like no depth. And it was actually bugging out my eyes. But this feels very much like the Porsche 911 RSR and iRacing. Very similar. Doesn't feel like a different car, force feedback or handling wise. The little bits of sliding it does here and there, very similar. I can feel each one of those concrete separations. That felt good. Some titles, when you dump the car in there, it just feels smooth, which doesn't feel right at all. Pushing it a little too hard, getting a little cocky. Big jump there. Swing the rear of the vehicle out a little bit. Oh no. Yep. Oh man. I tried to really dump it into that curb and it did not like that at all. Oh, it's completely my mistake. Sim Racing Source, yeah, that's actually what we're about to jump into right now. That engine does sound excellent. Yeah, man, that engine's amazing. But I know, Norman, you were warning us. We gotta try it. Let's try it. The McLaren Senna. See how this works out. If we end up liking it, what we'll end up doing is probably just go into a race with it. Yeah, that's what she said. The only thing I don't like is just how long it takes to load. I don't know, maybe that was the initial load because we just installed it, but And the fact that we don't have motion working, I kind of... I don't understand that at all. I think what we have to do is completely close out of Rfactor2, being that we just patched it, and then restart it. I think a long time ago when we had Rfactor2 installed, that's what we had to do. And I kind of went through a whole stream day, didn't realize that the next time I jumped in, all of a sudden it worked. Brace yourself. Really, is the McLaren that bad? The McLaren's that crazy? I don't know. You guys are, I think you might be hyping it up too much. Watch it be one of the most boring vehicles in all of Rfactor2. Oof, I really love having my microphone mounted to my desk instead of just like a stand right here in my way. All right, let's see. Well, we just installed the title, installed all the things, and then I patched the title while it was running. And it's saying that it's recognizing that it's running, but it's not, the rig's not moving. And I think I have to restart the title. Okay. Well, right now it feels pretty good. Once we knock the FOV out just a little bit. Oh, damn. Whoa! This is fast. This is fast. What the heck? I don't know if it's that we're so low to the ground. This feels like I keep shooting myself out of a rocket ship each time. The sound is not the best, but this almost feels impossible. About 182 miles an hour. What the? It handled that turn. It like ate that turn right up. There's just like a 4-minute car around this track. This is crazy. Oh, this could be dangerous. Yep. There we go. I knew it. I knew it was coming. I knew I couldn't make that turn. I had to try it though. Oh man. I gotta experience this with motion though. This is just too crazy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave the title, come back in. Yeah, that was just... that was too much. Alright. And I kind of wonder... I wonder if it's my sim dashboard messing it up. Because I had to... Because I had to adjust the setting for sim dashboard to recognize what we were doing. I don't know. Let's start it back up and let's see. Just keep it planted. It's got it so much downforce. Pro Sim Racing, how's it going, bud? Just keep that pedal planted. All right. But I kind of can't help but feel like I think it's the sim dashboard kind of messing it up. Awesome. Come on. Load up. I definitely want to do a race on this track. I would love to try this car at Lime Rock. Imagine that. Imagine like 20 of these cars at Lime Rock. Oh man, that'd be nuts. Uh-oh, Norm, I'm not getting involved in that one. Oh, the rig just moved. I think I had to restart it. I think now we got it. Oh, wait. So I have my motion rig at 100%. Let's not do that because we'll probably take down the house. So let's put it back on. I'll bump it down to 80%. Yep, rig is moving. Stop and go penalty, exiting under red. You know what? I think I'm going to leave this on 100. I think I'm going to leave the motion rig on 100. Why is the red flag out? That's what I want to know. Oh, man. Guys, I don't know if you can see this at all, but like, maybe if I switch to the face cam, look at the steering wheel. You can barely see it. So the whole rig is kicking to the right as I'm revving. The whole car kicks. The whole rig is kicking with it. See that steering wheel shake? Oh, that's awesome. I've never experienced that before. I'd be jumping the hill at Lime Rock. Have to run the chicane. Yeah, Rfactor is the slowest to load. Alright, let's just give it a try. I don't know why we're still getting the... We have 100% motion on. Oh, the shifts are violent. Oh, yeah, this is scary. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh man, the shifts are crazy. So this is just a little bit on the high side of motion telemetry, but I don't think it's out of the realm of what you would deem to be acceptable for simulation purposes. Yeah, you would definitely want belts for experiencing this. Oh my gosh, it's actually making me scared. Oh man. Stay in there. Oh jeez. I'm not even looking at my dash to see what gauge I'm in. I'm just like locked in focus right now. Oh God. It's kind of making it hard to see what the heck I'm doing. Oh no! I like that to put it in neutral, you have to push both paddles in. much like a lot of the cars are. Both paddles in is neutral, and then the left paddle is reverse. It's not just hitting the left paddle to go to neutral and then reverse. Now let's have this McLaren come on by. I do have damage on, so I'm sure we now have some aero damage. Whoa, baby. This is a rough track. Ah! Come on, stay in the carousel. Oh man, I can barely keep that car in the carousel. Ah! I know most people would never drive with the motion this high, but I don't feel like it's out of the realm of what would be. I mean, I'm sure there's much higher forces on the driver in real life and shocks to the spine. You know what I mean? So. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of information of the track through it and the car. I would lower it just for sake of being competitive, because this is a lot. But if I had someone over, I'd probably put him through this. Just because it adds like a little bit of fear to it. It really does. Ah! Oh man. Oh, oh man. Oh. Ah! Come on. We can make it. My neck is killing me. Woo! Oh, that was a lot. Woo! Tom Jones, what's going on, buddy? Like a bucking bronco, yeah. Oh my gosh. You guys are crazy. All right, let's lower this down a little bit within the realm of what we should be at. That was too high. I think I'm gonna go down to like 87. Hey, thank you, Prosim. I think what I want to do is I want to try a race with this car. Short race around Lime Rock. I'm really kind of curious. And we're going to do no chicanes because I want to see this car like completely blast off. We're just going to do the race and then session settings. Let's see how long we'll make the race for. Put 22 cars on the track. And all McLaren Sennas. We'll do 10 laps. Prosim, have a good one, buddy. Talk about love. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I do love their rendition of the Nürburgring. I thought that was actually very good. Looked very good. Looked very updated. There was a lot of like things that you don't see in other sims. As far as like some of the well, I can't even. Some of the barriers and whatnot look updated, look kind of new. So I kind of wonder if that's how the Nürburgring looks more recently. Which VR headset has the biggest sweet spot? Probably. Probably the Rift S right now. I would say. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be starting third. It's going to be 10 laps around Lime Rock. Here we go. Oh, man. This feels crazy. We got 23 cars or 24 cars on the track. 23 and 24. Oh, he should have put aggression up a little bit higher. I can feel his car just sliding out. Rift S locked in. We have the AI set to the default 95%. Their aggression, I think, is at 25%. That's just what it was set by default, so I figured that would be a good place to start. Oh my gosh! Car behind us just went off into the grass, hit the wall. Oh! Just got hit by the car behind. Just kind of staring at the sky. We gotta work it out. Braking into that sector. My gosh. Ooh, part of a car. Just a random wing just sitting there. My car hunkered down, took that brake pretty well. Woo! That was his fault, not mine. Oh, this is crazy. You guys got to try this. Ah! I know. I wish I would have made a video on that car. So if you guys are not on our Instagram, I posted it on our community tab. We rented a 911 Carrera T 2019. Oh! Ah! Talking and not thinking. But yeah, it was a 2019 Carrera T that we rented, and once I returned it, I was like, how did I not make any videos on this? I took a lot of pictures. But yeah, I would love to rent it again and give you guys my thoughts and opinions on it. It was truly an amazing car. Amazing experience. The handling dynamics of it were insane. Just how stable and predictable that car feels, and how comfortable it can be just for daily driving. Not again. I think we're gonna have to hit that top of the hill more towards the right. And we keep the car on the track. We keep putting one tire off in the dirt. This is crazy. stay in. There we go. So looks like we finished 14th. Well, did we finish? Now I'm wondering if we did finish or not. Yeah, we did. Get a win. It's getting jittery on your end. Is it just me? We're limited on mileage. Yeah, so it was basically 150 miles a day, and we actually did exceed that by a little bit, but they were actually very cool about it. The SMPC, how's it going, buddy? The screen door effect on the Rift S. It's kind of like the Samsung Odyssey. How am I having a mind blank here? The Odyssey. That other version that they came out with of the Odyssey. What was it? The Odyssey? It wasn't Odyssey Pro, was it? No, it wasn't. Odyssey Plus. Very similar to the Odyssey Plus. It's not bad. It really isn't that bad. There are clearer headsets out there, though. That's the thing. But for the price, it's a very hard ecosystem to beat. It really is. I didn't like it when we reviewed it because of the problems they were having with it. And, you know, Oculus is always known for never having any of those issues. But since then, they have gotten, like, you know, past all those problems. And, you know, I really do feel like that is a very compelling headset to get. Let's see. Yeah, let's exit out of here, and then maybe we'll jump into some... Yeah, the Odyssey Plus. Let's see if we could jump into some... maybe ACC multiplayer and see if there's even anything going on there. If there is not, then we'll see what else we can do. Looks like we missed the iRacing race. Odyssey Plus supersized Model T. Yeah, sure. Why did it go into windowed mode? That's weird. And why is this all kind of skipping? Still kind of acting a little skippy. Not really sure. Maybe a little bit smoother. No, I have not. I haven't even purchased Grid, to be honest with you. For some reason, it doesn't want to grab ACC. There we go. All right, it got it. Been acting skippy for a little while. It's very strange. Is it the gameplay as well? Or is it just the webcam? Because I just seen that the webcam had low light compensation on for whatever reason. I turned it off, but it seems to want to turn back on all the time. Got to change the steering wheel, definitely. Fanatec, have a good one, buddy. Oh yeah, I could see it kind of skipping a little bit. Why is it doing that? So now we fixed, and now the webcam is skipping again too. It's like when I click off of Streamlabs OBS, it starts skipping. When I click back on it, it's smooth. See how smooth it is? When I click off of it, when I click the title, all of a sudden it just starts skipping out. What the heck? And I know there's a reason that a lot of people, they don't like to use Streamlabs OBS, and I think that's one of them. Because it kind of could get glitchy from time to time. Yeah. Huh. I don't know, guys. And now I just clicked on Streamlabs. Now look how clear it is. As soon as I click off, let me see if there's any other processes running right now. Let me see what happens with my cores once I select the game. That is so weird. I don't know why that's happening. Yes, I do. I do have another PC over here that is actually my wife's PC. When she's not using it, I stream off of it, or I used to. And since we've upgraded to the Ryzen 3900X, I haven't really had to do that at all. I think we're gonna have to start messing with like Core Affinity for Streamlabs OBS, because this is kind of weird. Here, let's try one more thing. I think this might actually work. So guys, you might have to refresh. I'm going to change the encoder. So I'm going to stop the stream real quick and we're going to resume. It's only going to take a few seconds. If it's not coming back, just hit the refresh button, okay? All right, here we go. For some reason, it's still happening. Game mode. Let me see if game mode is on Windows. We just had a Windows update and I turned it off, but I wonder if game mode went back on. No, that's off as well. Guys, I'm not exactly sure what could be causing this. I'm going to try one last thing I could think of. Is I'm going to go to the video settings and we're going to turn on enabled full screen mode. So it's smooth there. You can see me waving. As soon as I click off, it starts. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know how to do this one. It's I'm gonna have to do some research and figure this one out. I kind of feel like there's something conflicting with it because, again, let's do one last test. You can see I'm waving. It's smooth. Now it's jittery. Click back on Streamlabs OBS. Smooth. So if any of you guys know what could be causing this, let me know. CPU usage is only at 28%. You know, I might have to start messing with core affinity and try to make sure that, you know, the games are running on one CCX. This is running on another CCX, and go that way. I know a lot of people have had some pretty good success with that. That, or we might just have to get off the Streamlabs and just run normal OBS, and I'll have to try to get all of the, well, everything over to normal OBS from Streamlabs OBS. I gotta figure out how to do that. All of our overlays and everything. I know there's a way to do it, but I'm not exactly sure how to do it, so it's gonna require some research. Unless there's an update running in the background and I'm just aware of it. Let's look at that as well. Nope, we're up to date. And I don't think we had this issue earlier at all. Earlier we were streaming just fine. No, it's gonna bug the living heck out of me. I don't want to have you guys kind of hang out through jitteriness. I'm going to stop the stream and get to work on the PC and see if we could figure this out. I'm gonna have to stop the stream because I think we're gonna have to go to normal OBS and try to figure out what's going on. Here, let me actually. I'm gonna create a conflict, I think. All right, guys. Well, I apologize. Hopefully, we could get this up and running soon. Thank you so much for joining in, and hopefully we get this all figured out quite quickly. So again, I'm Crash Star Team Motorsports, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great day, and thank you for hanging out.